here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Ready.
Slot man in motion right. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
60 Maverick. Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready.
3rd and long.
70 range.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Once again, it's Cook. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. He'll look to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Still fighting for yards, and he lost the football. The Bills have got it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
A run up the middle with Cook. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards out. And this one is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
Now, faking the give. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. A pickup there of 28 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Achane. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled first quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Arlington in a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one is caught by the rookie from Oregon. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Got it, ready? Here we go, here we go. Come 19, come 19. Warrior 70. Hey, check that, street. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's Cook.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Lots of space, past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Bills. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Kick is good. Makes the score Bills 14. Cowboys 7. Warr, the kicker off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Going for it all. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. The Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the toss, they'll run.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. And in motion is Brown. Here's a handoff to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a big run by Cook. And even 30 yards. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 bucks, Cat, 60 bucks. Hey.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On 2nd down, Cook. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's got room to the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Second and 7. Once again, it's Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's hard. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That one incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air once more on second down. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now a screen set up for H.N. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. It is 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A carry for Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. First and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty, and he'll get about 5. And in motion is Brown. They'll stick with him again, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Now or never. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He'll gain 3 out of this. up to the 23.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a run on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Second down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Bills going to use their final timeout here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Hold it ready. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. He's in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings us second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Get it. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
Set go. Here we go. Set. Go.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.